Thank you. So my name is Ray Batra. I am building a company called Shift Up. And we are, interestingly, ironically, I guess tonight, we work for learning. I want to start with a little bit of background just about myself and why I'm doing this company. So I have been rebuilding education systems since I was 16. So it's been almost a decade, starting out in high school. I care a lot about this space. Prior to starting this company, I worked for 2 venture-backed startups out in San Francisco. One was called EdSurge. EdSurge is basically the TechCrunch for the edtech space. And prior to that, after that, I worked for the Entangled Group. And the Entangled Group is a venture studio. They got one arm that's consulting, specifically in higher education, and one arm that's investing in building companies. Moving back before that, I went to college. I grew up here in Michigan, went to the University of Michigan. I had the privilege to do a number of interesting stints. I spent some time working directly for Arne Duncan, the U.S. Secretary of Education, under Obama. I also spent some time at the University of Michigan's online learning team, their digital innovation group, as well as in the classroom as a substitute teacher. In college, liked a lot of college, but was very frustrated by a lot of it too. I had several friends who were brilliant who dropped out. And I spent about 2 years trying to get the University of Michigan to launch a new college campus right here in Detroit. And that effort ultimately failed, but I'm thinking about now as I build out a We Work for Learning, a network of physical spaces and communities for online learners, could this become a college system for the future? That's just a little bit of context. All right, so we think about today, the world is at our fingertips, right? You can learn almost anything you want these days online. There's one big problem though, and that is that online learning is a very lonely experience, right? People like the affordability and the flexibility of online courses, but most people really crave the support and the structure and the camaraderie that comes from in-person communities, right? So having been at Entangled, having been at EdSurge, personal experience, having studied the space, it's very clear to me that the future of learning is going to be blended, part online and part in person, right? But there's no infrastructure for this future, right? And that is what I'm building. So Shift Up is building a new category of what we call learning gyms, right? Learning gyms, as I mentioned, are physical spaces and communities designed for online learners, okay? Basically, the way that the model works, right? We're not a boot camp, right? A boot camp is an intense 3-month experience designed to get you in and out. That's not what we're doing. We also don't create content. There's enough content out there in the world right now through Coursera, other online learning platforms. Instead, we curate content and we provide the wraparound support to help people actually succeed. Like a gym, we have different memberships, right? There's a drop-in membership right now that we have $49 a month, right? And we also offer self-paced classes, what we call tracks, and those are $149 a month. So what you're getting for your membership are 3 core things. You get the physical space, right? Distraction-free, you can come. You have a community of peers who are actually learning the same things that you are, right? We structure this, we realize that having everybody learn web development together provides a lot of value to people. And third, you also get live coaching, right? So you have a coach there in the room to help you. That's the asset. We're live. We're live in Detroit. So we actually have served 36 people now. We have 21 to date right now, active members. And in the last 6 weeks, we've actually tripled. Of course, numbers are small, but we're growing in the right direction, which I'm excited about. The market is large, right? We've got online learning, as I mentioned, is a $190 billion market. It's going to be, I believe, around 250 in the next decade. I've got a little bit more time left. There's 101 million MOOC users, and that's of open online courses. And the vast majority prefer to have a blended experience. Finally, the last 30 seconds, right? The vision for this. This is the community college system of the future, right? And I'm building the team right now. I'm recruiting that team as well, right, to join me to actually build this. So I'm excited to answer your questions, and we'll go from there. Thank you.
Go first. What do you got? Oops.